Hello and welcome back to the van build series. I'm Naz and together with my wife Rosie we're turning this panel van into a tiny home on wheels. In this video we're going to be moving on to the insulation. If you've watched the last few videos you would have seen that the insulation's already been started. All of the closed cell foam that you see behind me was all done right at the very start of the van build when we were just waiting for other things to come in. The subfloor, I did use this 25mm Celotex to actually insulate the floor. That's all being done. Feel free to go back and watch our subfloor video where we show you exactly how we made this subfloor and how we've got to where we are today. A three-step process is essentially what I wanted to apply to the entire build. The first layer was the black closed cell foam insulation. I pretty much tried to put this everywhere I could without it encroaching on anything else that I wanted to do with the van build. And this worked really well. It stopped all the condensation going through winter. It essentially acts like a vapor barrier, so the cold metal wasn't meeting the air in the van and causing condensation. Since putting that on, we've noticed absolutely no condensation at all. That was a way more difficult job than I thought it was going to be. Not the actual installation of the foam, I mean I've done the rest of the van with that. It's just because this floor to ceiling height is only 5 foot, I just find myself constantly bending over, and yeah, you would have seen a time lapse of that, but in reality that probably took me about 20 minutes. Tell you one thing, whoever makes this stuff is making an absolute killing off me. I must be on my 4th row. Not even onto the insulation yet. I know this is technically insulation, but I'm not seeing a lot of people do this stage, but it just seems to make sense. Anywhere which we couldn't put the board, we just started with recycled plastic bottle insulation. I'm sure you're sick and tired of hearing that because every single build seems to use it, but there's obviously a reason for that. It works, and it works really well. The R value of all the things I've put in the van are really good. It's not loft insulation, so I didn't have to mask or glove up when I was putting it in, and it means I've got nothing toxic in the van. It's a small space and we're going to be in it for extended periods of time, so yeah, the bottle insulation just seemed to work the best for us. So there's many different ways you can approach insulating the ceiling. I bought the Celotex for the floor, so I thought I may as well actually use it on the ceiling as well. To get this stuck onto the roof, again, many ways to do it. Some people use adhesive. What I've decided to do, and what a lot of people decide to do, is use stick pins. So all these are basically is self-adhesive backed metal with a pointy stick that pierces through the insulation, and then you're supplied with a load of one-way connectors which you push onto the pins once the insulation's in place, and that just holds it there and keeps it in place basically. It's quite possibly the worst noise in the world. In the majority of places it was 25mm Celotex insulation. We put those in all the big voids that we knew we weren't going to need to access at all or run anything through. So underneath the driver's side window, that's got actually 2 layers of Celotex insulation. Underneath the bed, both sides, also 25mm insulation, subfloor and the roof. So there we have it, that's the installation of the build taken care of. I'm filming this end segment of the video much later than I did the installation. It hasn't really been until right now that I can actually vouch for the process and tell you that the installation that we chose to use actually works. But yeah, I guess the only burning question on everyone's mind will be, what about the vape barrier? And the simple answer is, I'm not putting one in, and I know a lot of people choose to not put them in either. Some say do, some say don't, and as with anything, you will get split opinions. For me, I know that it's really hard to achieve a complete vapor barrier. It's really, really hard, especially in a van. So closing up all that insulation, if a little bit of water gets behind it, then it's going to stay there. It's going to have nowhere to evaporate out. So for me, not putting a vapor barrier in meant that my insulation, all 3 layers of it, can breathe. Time will tell if I've made a massive mistake with this. If it turns out in a year, 2 years time that I need to put one in, then I guess I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. But until then, no vapor barrier. After the installation, I've now moved on to ply lining where I can and the beds in. Those videos are obviously to come. The roof, ceiling, cladding videos to come as well, and also the bed installation. So yeah, that's it. Any questions, tips, comments, abuse, put it all down in the comments. I'll read every single one of them and I'll get back to any questions that you may leave. If you're new to the channel, then please consider subscribing. Helps out a lot. Drop the video a like, we'd really appreciate it. And yeah, stay tuned for all the videos to come in the build process and our travels. So until then, I'll catch you next time.